Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I've got a list video, but this video is a list of orange blossom perfumes. So if you like orange blossom in your fragrances like I do, then you might want to hang around and see what I've got to show you. So let's get started. I've got 7 fragrances here, and I've got some of them on my skin, and then others I'm going to spray onto card while we talk about them. So let's start off with the first one on my list. Is a sample that I've got here. It was very kindly sent to me by Tim, my lovely fragrant friend Tim, who you'll sometimes see here in the live streams, in the chat and in the comments. So thank you to Tim, and it's Fleurs d'Oranger by Serge Lutens. This one came up recently because I did a video about Kate Moss. So Kate Moss appeared in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and I thought she was amazing, so I did a whole video about what Kate Moss wears. And apparently one of her fragrances that she wears a lot is Fleurs d'Oranger from Serge Lutens. So I looked up the notes, which I'll read to you. Orange blossom, jasmine, tuberose, citruses, rose, hibiscus, neroli, cumin, musk and woody notes. So I thought, oh, cumin, that could be a problem. I don't know if I'll like that. Anyway, I read a lot of the Fragrantica reviews, and quite a few people say they don't pick up on the cumin. Some people say the cumin is too much for them. So it's almost like some people really get it and some people just don't get it at all. I found that really interesting, and I've got it on my skin here. I did spray it earlier today as well, and I don't get cumin. So cumin can smell a little bit like body odor in a fragrance. It's got that almost like burger smell, oniony, spicy kind of smell. At school, people used to say burger pits. If someone had like smelly armpits, they were saying they smell like burgers, but I think they probably meant fried onions in burgers, or maybe a bit of sweaty meat and onions. I digress. I don't pick up on a cumin note. You can easily smell cumin. You can buy it in the shops very, very cheaply. It's a spice that you use usually in Indian food. I've got it, I use it quite a lot. Luckily, I don't pick up on it in this composition because I don't enjoy it in fragrances if I can smell it. However, I do get a dirtiness from this perfume. So when I spray it on, I definitely get the orange blossom as the main note, especially right at the beginning. It's pure orange blossom bliss. And then it melts into the other florals kind of come in. So it's not just pure orange blossom. And then it starts to get just a little bit dirty. I can't put my finger on where that dirt's coming from. It doesn't smell like typical dirty notes like your castoreum, your civet. It's nothing like that. Maybe there's a tiny bit of a dirty musk in there. There is a musk note, I think. Yes, there is a musk note. Maybe there is a little bit of a dirty animalic note in there, a musk, but I don't know what it is. I just know that it lends it a little dirt. And when I say dirty, it's not body odor dirt. It's almost like a touch of earth, soil, I guess, but also sort of maybe unwashed clothes, something like that. Just a hint of funk. But don't worry, it's not too strong, but it might be a little bit too dirty for some people. But I would say that the orange blossom is the star of the show. So that's Fleurs d'Oranger from Serge Lutens. And the next one, let's do the samples first. Oh, this is a beautiful one. I've already reviewed it, so I won't spend too long talking about it. It's Body Tree from Teone Reinthal. So TRNP, a natural perfume house in Australia. I've talked about them a lot, so you should already know about them if you already watch this channel. If not, look them up. Amazing, amazing, all natural perfumes. Where did I put it? Up here. Oh, this one's got frangipani in it, which I love. Frangipanis are such a pretty, beautiful, exotic floral. We've got orange blossom, frangipani, white lotus, amber, tonka, bourbon vanilla, and white sauce sandalwood. So natural, rare, beautiful sandalwood. This is a quiet fragrance. It's not a particularly loud perfume. It's more of a skin scent after a few hours. For me, it's a very meditative type scent. It's the sort of scent that you do wear for yourself, and it's got this really zen feel about it. So it's just this gorgeous blend of these flowers and then slightly gourmand, almost caramelized kind of ambery notes that come through. It's really, really beautiful. Do watch my full review if you are interested in that one. The next one is, oh, actually, we've got one more sample. Let's do the sample. And it's Neroli Intense from Nicolai. And this one is actually a sample that was given to me while I was at Essence in Milan just recently. I've already got through a couple of samples of this. I really like it. It's been on my to buy list for a long time. I have never quite got round to buying it. I don't know if I actually need it, but I do really, really like it. This one feels a little fresher than the first two that I've spoken about. And there's, actually, let's do the notes. So you've got neroli and orange, tarragon, which is a herb that goes in food. You might have had chicken tarragon, orange blossom, petitgrain, which is the leaves and twigs of the orange tree, pittosporin, which is a similar smell to jasmine and orange blossom. I think it might be the mock orange tree actually, but it's one of those white florals that's similar to orange blossom jasmine. You got beeswax, musk, and patchouli. So this one is fresh. You can smell the orange blossom and the neroli together. And then this sweeter underlying kind of like richness that comes, I think, from the beeswax. So it's not as floral as you might expect because it's more citrusy fresh, but then with this depth, this rich kind of beeswax that like really makes it super smooth. It's quite a smooth and rich fragrance for something that's also kind of fresh. It's really nice. I really like it. So that's a Neroli Intense. My next one is Anamcara from Dusita Parfums. I have this almost finished little travel size. Let's spray this. I've not got this one on my body, so we'll spray it. And let me read you the notes. Orange blossom, blood orange, freesia, tuberose, jasmine, tea, peach, vanilla, rose, vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, leaf, and cedarwood. This one, to me, the first time I smelled it, I said orange blossom. The fragrance to me is all about the orange blossom. That's the main player here. The orange, the blood orange, and tuberose and the jasmine, they join the party and they add different nuances. So it is a bouquet, but it's definitely orange blossom dominant to me. And then it's sweetened. So you've got all these other notes, you know, you've got the rose, the peach, and the vanilla. None of them massively stand out on their own, but they blend in to make it a little sweeter. In the far dry down, you'll notice that the woods like the vetiver and the sandalwood and the patchouli and the cedar, they do come through, but it's never just a woody perfume. The florals hang around all the time and the sweetness gets lovely and it's very smooth once it dries down. The opening's kind of fresh. It's bright and it's sunny and it's happiness in a bottle. So it's not like a really rich perfume. It's fresh and it's almost a little bit sharp, but in a good way. But this sweetness as well just makes it a little bit different. It's a very fun perfume. And yeah, I really love it. The next one we're going to talk about, I would say this is the least heavy on the orange blossom, but it's definitely there and makes a really important part of the perfume. Just spraying it on the card. So it's Bee from Zoologist. To me, this smells like honeycomb, the inside of a crunchy bar, but obviously more to it than that. So B has notes of beeswax, ginger, orange mimosa, broom, heliotrope, orange blossom, vanilla, benzoin, tonka, sandalwood, musk, and labdanum. And what I get is this mixture of the orange and the orange blossom and the ginger syrup and the beeswax all comes together in this gorgeous, rich, almost spicy kind of thickness. But the orange blossom, I think, really does add a sweet orangey floral tinge to everything. So it's not full on gourmand. Victor, the brand owner, doesn't class this as a gourmand and was quite surprised. I think way back when it came out that myself and Dan, Mr. Smelly, were calling it a gourmand. To me, it is a gourmand because it smells edible. I think that, you know, if it smells edible, to me, from my perception, it's a gourmand. And to me, it really is a gourmand. It's like the inside of a crunchy bar, but just with all these extra nuances, like this oranginess, this ginger syrupiness. It's a very syrupy perfume. I've had friends smell this and describe it as smelling like joss sticks or incense sticks, if you like. And they find it kind of weird. And I can see that too. It does have this sort of incensey, strange, mysterious vibe to it at the same time as also smelling really delicious. It is not for the faint-hearted. It's very strong. It's very long-lasting. And as I say, some people find it a bit weird. So it's not going to be a mass appealing fragrance like you might imagine from the way I'm describing it. It's a bit strange, but I really love it and it has a really lovely use of orange blossom. Now we have Oriana from Parfums de Mali. This is just so mass appealing, quite a girly perfume, I think. Let's spray. Let us spray. This is my like no-brainer. I want to smell pretty. I want no one to think I smell weird or strange. I just want to smell really pretty and lovely. Oriana does the trick. I don't feel like it's a fragrance that's too deep. You know, it doesn't have any hidden depths. It's no amazing, doesn't conjure up anything, you know, particularly crazy and interesting in my mind. It's just one of those perfumes that I can spray on. It's very simple. It just smells really good and really pretty. So the notes are mandarin, bergamot, grapefruit, orange blossom, raspberry, blackcurrant, whipped cream, marshmallow, musk, and ambrette. So I have reviewed this, so you can find that on my channel. When you first spray it, you get the citruses. You will smell the orange, the grapefruit, and the bergamot all together as a beautiful citrus accord. But there's a sweetness in here. Instantly, there's a sweetness and also a touch of soapiness when you first spray it. And the soapiness doesn't hang around too long because that's not going to be for everyone. And I'm not sure where that comes from, but it doesn't matter. I like it. If it stayed soapy all the way through, I would get sick of it, I think. But as it happens, the soapiness is quite short-lived and I'm fine with it. And then you have this gorgeous orange blossom. This does get compared to Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian. I don't think the orange blossom is quite as pronounced or as thick and rich in Oriana as it is in Love Don't Be Shy. I also think Oriana has a lot more nuances, is a lot more interesting. Love Don't Be Shy is almost, to me, straight up orange blossom and marshmallow. And I get more from Oriana. So you've got raspberry and blackcurrant, so they lend it a little bit of a tart fruitiness. And then whipped cream and marshmallow. Let's be real, it's an accord that's made with some vanilla and some other stuff, but it's really nice, and it just adds this little rich and sweetness, and then it gets kind of powdery, musky, powdery and fluffy and lovely in the dry down. Really, really pretty, and easy to wear, no-brainer type mass appealing scent with that lovely uplifting orange blossom in there. So I really enjoy Oriana from Parfums de Marly. The only thing is, I think sometimes I wear it and I get a bit bored of it by the end. So maybe it's just a touch too sweet at times, or doesn't change that much on my skin. It's not completely linear, but it's not that changeable either. So that's the only con with Oriana, in my opinion. And I'm honestly saving the best till last, and this is the last one, and it is Hera from Papillon Perfumery. Let's do a little thumbnail. Oh, made myself cough. Hera from Papillon. I bloody love this one. In actual fact, it's going to be my scent of the night because I'm not wearing anything apart from what I've got on here. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hera, I have to disclose, this was gifted to me by Liz Moores from the brand. I was absolutely going to buy it myself, but she treated me to it, and I'll love her forever for doing that. When I run out, I will 100% be repurchasing. So Hera, we have notes of iris, narcissus, heliotrope, jasmine, ambrette, musk, orange blossom, rose, ylang ylang and oak moss. There's a few other things in there as well that aren't listed on Fragrantica. I think there's some labdanum from memory and something else, but I can't really remember now. What you get is a mixture of all the florals together. So this one I don't think is as orange blossom dominant. It's almost, it's mixing in with the other florals, with the jasmine. I don't really pick up the rose, but it feels more like white florals to me, and this gorgeous iris is mixed in with those lovely vibrant florals. It's very vibrant when you first spray it. The florals are just happy and lively and full-bodied, and this iris is like dropping in some magic dust and stirring it in with those florals. It's just so special. If you love iris, I think you absolutely have to try this perfume, as long as you like white florals. And then the dry down, you will start to get some sort of powderiness, a different kind of powderiness, and I think the oak moss starts to come through after a couple of hours or so. So you get that kind of like green, almost like tree sap, green, powdery mysticism. I don't know, it's really beautiful. I've reviewed it, so I won't spend too long talking about it, but the florals in here, all the florals are magical. Obviously you do have the gorgeous orange blossom that we're talking about, but it is mixed in with the jasmine, and that iris just adds something extra special to this perfume that I truly love. It's really natural. It's high in naturals. I think Liz said it's her most high in naturals composition so far. When I smelt it, I honestly thought this could be 100% natural. It's that natural smelling. So if you like really natural smelling perfumes, again, you really must try Hera. And that is it. That's all of my orange blossom perfumes. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to make a request, I'm going to try and do some more ingredient based ones. Definitely going to do frangipani. I think I've done it before, but it's been a long time. I've got different perfumes now, so I'm definitely going to do frangipani. But if you want to request a specific perfume note or ingredient, or any other kind of video, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Bye.